Hi guys, this is RRR Refuel Ride Race channel, and today we have another car. This is Mazda CX-30 Skyactiv-G model with 2-liter engine, naturally aspired engine, so no turbo. And we are gonna drive this car and see what it is like to drive and what is the general feel of this car. Let's go. Let me welcome you to today's episode. ...650cc bike, 6 positions. Let's firstly do a walk around, and I would like to show you some details, also the trunk, and after we go inside and see the sitting position in front and on the rear seats, and finally driving. The styling of this car, it is very modern, and like we see, it has a very unique rear part. The rear styling of this car, it's very modern and a bit aggressive, and we can see it if we look to these rear lights, and from the side it is also somehow a bit aggressive if we compare to other cars, because of these very aggressively designed mirrors and this side part that goes a bit outside. So it is a kind of muscle, I would say. Otherwise, this car has also some chrome, and it goes here down around the windows, but somehow here it's not present. This car also has a very nice front. If we can look to the front, we can see that it is also a bit aggressive. I would say that the line of this car, it's nice, and it will attract a lot of customers. What is a little let down, it's maybe this plastic, but anyways, some may find this plastic very modern and also like it. The car has 16 alloys, and these are winter tires right now, but it is possible also to mount 18 alloys that look even better. The tank is 430 liters big, and as you see, the rear seats are divided 1/3, 2/3, and they can be put down, so if you would like to have more space, this car can provide it. Sitting at the front, it's all right for my body, enough space for legs. So in this regard, this car, it's more than okay. The roof here, it's a bit low, that's why I'm touching the roof right now, but I think that this seat has also the regulation. On the rear seats, it's not really comfortable if somebody in front it's 1 meter 85 centimeters. Considering the fact that this is a small SUV car, we cannot expect much more. Otherwise, here it is the same problem like sitting at the front, so the roof for somebody like me, it's a bit too low. The inside of this car, it's pretty well made. The seats feel very quality made, and it has also the central armrest with the possibility of putting here two small glasses, and the general feel in this car, it is really the quality one. If we consider that these door panels are covered in the industrial leather, we would expect also the air vents here, but somehow Mazda just missed it in this regard, and here are no vents. What can we say about the passenger seat? Sitting in front as a passenger, it is very good, and you have a bit too close the dash, so it feels like being in a sport car. But if you properly adjust this seat, that it's also adjustable according to the height, it is very good, and you have enough space for legs and also for your head. If you put this seat very low, so at the lowest position you can feel very good sitting here on a passenger seat. So this roof problem, it's not a big problem if the seat is on the lowest position. The front seats have these parts that are really holding your body very well, and the central tunnel here, it's also very useful. So here it is a big space inside, so you can put anything, almost anything inside, and it is a very useful space, I would say. So this armrest, it's adjustable, so you can have different position. This is a manual version of this car, and it has a 6-speed gearbox. The car has all 4 electric windows. The dash, it's covered with very quality material. The car has also a TFT screen and the semi-automatic climate system. I have to mention also that this car, it's with a smart key, so you just press the start button to start the engine. it has a servo steering system with radio and telephone commands on. It has also a digital speedo and digital tacho, so it is a very modern interior, I have to say. And here you have all the commands you need to control the main screen. Otherwise it is not a touch screen. Mazda says that it is a bit too far away from the driver, so this is the reason they do not offer touch screen in this model. This model is also equipped with Bluetooth to connect your phone, and it has also the head-up display that we will see later when we will drive this car. Okay, it's time to go and drive this Mazda. So we don't need to insert the key, we just should have the key somewhere in the car, and the car starts with the pressing of this button. And one thing more, if you are just about to leave the parking space without using the seat belt, the car won't start, so you should all the time always use the seat belt. Here it's the automatic handbrake, and right now we are driving this Mazda. Let's go ahead. The trim of this car, it's Core, so it is let's say a middle equipment. It has the lane assist system, it has the navigation system, Bluetooth, blind spot indicators in the mirrors, and it has also LED lights in front. All these are very nice features of a modern car. The car has also the adaptive cruise control, speed limiter, and what it's missing, I think the only thing that it's missing is the rear cam. This is missing. Otherwise it has the front and the rear sensors, and this is also a very nice thing. Driving this Mazda feels very quiet. The engine, it's a quiet engine, and overall feel it's all about quality. The interior, it's pretty well made. First of all, we have to mention that this is almost a new car. It has only a little bit more than 3,000 kilometers on the dash, and it also feels as such. So it is a new car. Everything it's on the right place. So the feel on the steering wheel is very nice. It really goes on your fingers very good, and the same I can say for the gear changes. The same I can say for the gear changes that are very nice, and I should also mention that this gearbox, it's very slick, and all gears are precise. So when selecting any of the gear, you just feel that the lever, it's right in the gear. So no complaints about the gearbox. The steering wheel, it's made of leather, and it has a very nice feel when you are steering, so your fingers are well positioned on this steering wheel, and I don't have any complaints about this. Mirrors are okay, and the shape of these mirrors, it's a bit strange. Like I previously mentioned, these are pretty aggressive mirrors, but you can see everything what is happening outside. Just before we reach the highway, I have to say also that these mirrors have the blind spot indicator, and this is really a nice safety option in this car. So this car is equipped with a 2-liter engine that produces 122 horsepower, and the peak torque comes at 4000 RPMs, and it produces 230 Newton meters of torque. That is more than enough, I would say. The only complaint maybe is that it produces this torque a bit higher than expected, so at 4000 RPM, so you should rev a bit this engine. Right now we are driving at 120, and the engine runs at 2500 RPM, so this is I would say an average result for this type of a car. And as you see, 130 limit is reached, and we are at 2800 RPMs right now. This car's weight, it's a bit less than 1400 kilograms, so it's not among the lightest and it's not among the heaviest. Using the 6-speed gearbox and the 6th gear when driving on a highway, it's a pleasure. So if you are not the one that would like to overtake like a real racer, this car is the car that will satisfy you. The power is good for a kind of normal overtaking, and this is also the purpose of this car. The feel when you brake, it's immediate, so there is no hesitation, and normally also ABS works perfectly, so I don't have to mention anything else regarding this. Fuel economy, according to Mazda, this car's consumption should be a little bit more than 5 liters per 100 kilometers. In reality it is around 6, or maybe a little bit more than 6, but during the winter right now it is 7 or maybe a little bit more than 7 liters per 100 kilometers. I have to admit that the cabin is very well isolated. The car feels very nice on the road, and it is also very stable, I would say. Even when it's windy, I think that it is not a problem for this car. Okay guys, it's time to conclude, and like always, 3 pros and 3 cons. I have to say that I really like this Mazda. It has very comfortable seats, and the interior it's very well made, so overall it is a quality feel inside. The second thing, it's the engine. It's not the most powerful, it's not the weakest, but I think that it's just perfect for this car. So it is responsive enough, and if you are around 3,500, I have to say that it goes as expected. And the third thing, I have to say that this car has really nice features inside, and this trim level core, it's very well equipped. So you have almost everything you need, except for the camera for reverse. 3 cons. I think that this car, it's a little bit too compact, and with this I mean that sitting at the rear, it's not really comfortable. So only for 2 kids it's okay, but if you are an adult, I think that you will struggle to sit comfortably. Also, and even more if you are more than 6 foot. The second thing, it's the line of the roof. So this part, it's too low, and also sitting at the rear. And the third thing, it's the climate system, that it's not divided, so it is like in other older cars. Overall, I think that this Mazda, it's a good SUV compact car, and for this purpose it is exactly what it should be. It is not meant to be used off-road, because it's not high enough from the ground, but it's a good, I would say, a very good SUV car for urban purposes, and also for some longer trips. Okay guys, this was Mazda CX-30, a little SUV. I hope that you enjoyed this test drive, and like always, like, share and subscribe. Till the next one,